Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Samuel and in today's video is a little chit chat. We will be discussing some of the reasons why you may detest Sagittarius. But before we jump right into the video, make sure to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below and give this video a big thumbs up. But before we jump into some of the indiscretion, let us talk about some of the positive traits with Sagittarius. Firstly, we are very optimistic. We see the best in everything and we always look forward to a positive outcome. Also, we are very adventurous. We like to experience new things. We don't like to be put in a box. We love to enjoy ourselves. We believe in living life to the fullest. And also, we are very fun-loving. We love to laugh. We love to have humor around us. We are very hilarious, I believe. And we are also very good conversationalists. We tend to like to see people around us happy, and a lot of times we do give good advices, whether you want to hear it or not. Okay, we are just a good sign all around. Even though we are not one of the most hated signs like Leo or say Gemini or probably Cancer, Aquarius, or even Scorpio, but we sure as heck are on the probably say top 5, okay? Let's admit it. Firstly, one of the reasons why you probably detest Sagittarius is that you can't tell us what to do. And yes, we don't want to hear it because we already have our mind up, and it can be extremely frustrating. Sorry to break it to you, we are never going to change our mind. We are so stubborn. Anything we set our mind on, that's what we're going to do. So you have to allow us to make our mistakes. But one thing about us though is that we are very honest. We will come back to you and say, hey, what you said, you were correct and I should have listened. That is one of our cons. You can't tell us what to do. And if you are a controlling person, you probably won't like us either because you can't get to have your own way with us. And too bad for you, because as Sagittarius, we have a mind of our own, okay? We think for ourselves. We don't let anybody think for us. We know what's good for us, okay? So keep your opinions, all right? Another one is that some, I'm not gonna say all, some, because I am definitely not in that category, okay? Some of us are heartbreakers. Like, we don't like to be tied down, or some of us don't like to be tied down into relationships. So you may be a sign or a person that likes to have a committed relationship. I want to say please gear with caution when it comes to some Sagittarius, because they don't like to be in a committed relationship. If they do, it's because they genuinely see that you are a fun, adventurous person that they can settle down with and can have fun with. But they don't like to be restricted. They don't like to be conformed to your rules. So if you can't hang, they will let you go real quick, no question asked. And they would definitely say, it's you, not me, okay? Very honest. I remember one time I had a friend, it was just so funny, like in high school, like every week or every month you will see her with a new boyfriend and you're like, girl, you can't keep a man. It was just a funny thing. Then it would be like every year she would make a joke. You would say, hey, what's up with this guy such and such? She's like, new year, new guy. So funny. But that is definitely some of the traits with Sagittarius. They don't like to be committed and they tend to be big time heartbreakers. So don't hate, just be cautious. And if they do fall in love with you, that means you are a truly special person. Okay, another one is we are impatient. We are so impatient. I can't even explain it because I do fall under the category. I'm the type of person that you're telling me a story, right? And I'm there listening to you. I'm like, okay, tell me when you're done, or where's the climax? I want you to get to the climax of the story before the story actually ends, okay? And it can be very frustrating because we tend to wear our emotions on our face. We tend to wear our emotions on our face. So if we are not interested or we lack patience, like get on, girl, okay, you can see it and you just don't like it. And I get it. It can be very impulsive. It can be, you know, a turn off. So I get that. We are very impatient. But sometimes it's justified. Like my bestie, for example, say I haven't heard from her in like a week or two. Something happened. And I'll call her and say, hey girl, you good? You're okay? She will say, yeah, I'm fine. I have something to tell you, girl. You won't believe it. And I'm like, give me a synopsis. Like, give me an idea. It's like, no, when I see you, girl, when I see you, I'm gonna break it down for you. Sometimes it can be very anticlimactic because she builds you up and then nothing. I'm like, girl, just give me a synopsis because I just can't wait. So impatient, right? Then I will get so mad at her. I'm like, don't tell me that you have something to tell me. And worse, sometimes I don't even see her for the next 2 weeks. So the whole 2 weeks, I'm like there. My anxiety levels went up to the roof. I'm worrying like, what is it she's gonna tell me? I'm just playing over in my mind. I'm just so impatient, literally shaking for the news. So I told her one day straight up, like, don't call me, or if I call you, don't tell me you have something to tell me, okay? When you see me, give me the news, because I am so impatient and I want to know right now, right now, okay? So I get it. Very frustrating. We are so impatient. Another thing is, it's sometimes a good trait, but then it can be perceived as overdoing it or too much or too brutal, is that we are too honest. Yes, honesty is the best policy, but sometimes, even coming from me, I can tell you, it can get a little overboard, and sometimes it may come off as brutal. For example, if you ask us, some of us we do give our opinions when it's not asked for. I'm not like that. I will tell you when though, when it's justifiable. But we tend to be too brutal with our honesty. For example, you may ask us, girl, is my thighs too big? I mean, you ask, so I'm like, you ask, and you say, yeah, it's big. I mean, because we believe the moment you ask us, it's because you already know. So don't ask us, Sag, if your thighs are too big or your stomach is too big. They're gonna say yes because it's obvious. They're not gonna lie to you, and sometimes they're not gonna beat around the bush. They're just gonna hit you straight and say, girl, it is. And even if they dance around it because they don't want to hurt your feeling, when they're mad or they're frustrated, it will just blow out and you'll be like, geez, I didn't know you felt that way. It just come off as aggressive, it comes off as brutal. It's because we're building it up and we love you that we don't want to have an outburst, because you know, we have heard that we can be a very brutal, and we don't want to come off as aggressive, so we tend to push it down a little bit. But when you get us very irritated, it will just all come out, and then that's how brutal it sounds. Like, can't help to say it in a nice way because we're mad, which is something that we gotta work on, and that is just our fault, right? We're just too honest. Can't help it, and we'll tell you about yourself and we don't care. But the good thing about it is that, which is sometimes bad, we will tell you how we feel and we don't care for the repercussions. We get it off our mind, we get it off our chest, and we move forward. And a lot of times, a lot of signs, if they can't cope with it, they will get in their feelings. But the thing about Sag, once we say it, 5 minutes after, we're good. Like, I can be mad at you right now, and then we can make up 5 minutes after, and I don't even remember what I was mad about. Like, we are very forgiving. So don't take it personal. We just have to say it because we cannot play hypocrite with you, okay? Let me say it, and let us move on, okay? Another thing is that we are very, very short-tempered. I don't know why, but we are. Even sometimes we're talking, it seems as if we're arguing, and we're not. I had friends back then that used to say, I don't know when you're running a joke or you're serious. And I'm like, trust me, I'm not. Like, I like to just dig in, and I like to get a reaction. And when I get the reaction, I bust out laughing because I think it's so funny that I got you all riled up. It's sick and it's crazy, but it's the truth. Like, you can take us serious because we just want to see you go there and then we have a laugh. Like, we like when we you hit us back and we go back and forth and joking, and we just like it. But don't get offended, okay? It's not that personal for us. And you will know when you hurt us. Let me tell you how you know when you hurt us. When we get quiet or when we start crying, like that's when you really know that you have hurt us. But if you're nudging at me and I'm throwing it back at you, we're not mad. Like, we can get very frustrated with you and just tell you what's on our mind. But when we're really mad at you, we get really quiet. It's crazy. We get into our shell because we know we can go there. We know we can go to that level. And if we respect you that much, we don't want to really hurt your feelings like that. So we tend to just get really quiet. And if we're hurt, we would just cry. And it's true. Like, we are very emotional under the surface. But you may not know because it's a facade. Like, you know, I'm strong. It's okay. I gotta defend myself. But if we genuinely care about you, baby, we will cry. You know, even though we're short-tempered and we may cuss you out, we're very forgiving. You may go off and think that, okay, we're never gonna speak to you again. No, we're not like that. Once you come back and you apologize, we will get over it. Like, okay, you owned up to your stuff. We appreciate it. We like the honesty. We like the vulnerability. Like, I'm sorry, I won't do it to you again. We are very forgiving people. Probably too forgiving, but we are. But just don't cross us because we can be brutal. Probably we don't mean it like that, but it's a defense mechanism to protect ourselves because we know that we can be very emotional behind closed doors. We are trying to protect our energy. Okay, so don't feel any sort of way because of our short-temperedness. We're just trying to protect our energy, and we do not want any type of bull whatsoever around us. Okay, we can't take it. Can't take the bad energy. We are fun people and we like to have fun over here. So keep your negativity over there and we are cool over here. Okay, it can be that sometimes it can stem from having a conversation with you, and that another trait is that we remember everything. Sorry to break it to you, like whatever you do to us, we remember. And sometimes I feel we don't get over stuff, even though we are very forgiving. But we forgive, but we don't forget. Okay, we don't forget. Okay, we kind of side eye you like, I see you, but I forgive you, but I see you type of situation. We detest, and you probably hate us because we cuss you out when you think it's not warranted, and that's because you probably having a conversation with us and we just started to cuss you out of nowhere. It's because sometimes you can come off as sanctimonious, and we don't like sanctimonious people. Let's keep it real. I mean, you probably, say you used to drink all the time, you used to get crazy drunk, but now you stop drinking and you stop partying and carry on with the foolishness, right? Then you may see somebody else doing the same thing you used to do, like say 2-3 years ago, and now you want to say, oh, they're stupid, they're this, or you used to buy frivolous things, you just spend unnecessarily, and now you learn now how to manage your money, right? All of a sudden, look at that one over there, like she buying this and she buying designer shit. Remember you used to do it back then? Remember when you did this? Remember when you did? And you think we're really coming at you? We're not, because we just don't like sanctimonious people. I mean, we like to give people the opportunity to mess up and to learn from it. We are not judgmental people. We believe in people living their life, learning their life lessons, and moving on and being the greatest that they can be, the better them or the better you. So you may say that's us being aggressive, but we're not. We just detest hypocritical people. So you may hate that we attacked you, but we're not necessarily attacking you. We are attacking the bull that's coming out of your mouth because you're being judgmental, you're being sanctimonious, and we don't like that. Okay, so don't take it as an insult. Just be careful what you say to us because we will go crazy. Okay, we don't like it. We don't like judgmental people at all. And if you are judgmental, we will cut you off. We believe that everything in life happens for a reason. People should live their best life. people are allowed to make mistakes, okay? This is the end of the video. Let us have a discussion and let me know some of the reasons that most people don't like Sagittarius. And you can also tell me some of the reasons why people do like us, which is mostly important. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, and give this video a big thumbs up. See you in my next one. Bye!